Good morning, viewers. We are here in the office of the Chief Park Warden of the Serengeti National Park, Mr. William Mwakilema. He is holding an MSc in Tourism Development and a Diploma in Wildlife Management. May I ask where that came from? Did you go to Mecca to get your diploma?
Yes.
For my readers, obviously Mecca, we too know that, but Mecca is the region's primary wildlife training institute,
Yes.
and it is near Moshi,
Yes.
near the Kilimanjaro National Park, and it is an institution which has grown over decades now, and is arguably the most famous wildlife training center which we have in the region. So congratulations on that accomplishment.
Thank you.
Mr. William, how long have you been working for TANAPA, TANAPA being the Tanzania National Park Authority?
I've been working with the TANAPA for the past 26 years.
26 years?
Yes.
That is quite a career which you have in wildlife conservation. Where have you been posted before you came to the Serengeti?
I've been to many places within TANAPA. After graduating in Mweka in 1992, I worked in Kilimanjaro National Park for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then I was transferred to join a planning department in Arusha, which by that time it was a new department because we had a challenge in those years whereby tourism started growing in the national parks.
Yeah.
So planning unit was a vital unit in TANAPA, so that to reorganize, to overlook all developments so that they go in line with the TANAPA mandate. So I worked in TANAPA planning department in 1993 to 1996 November, whereby I was transferred to Serengeti as a tourism warden, of which I worked until 1998. When I joined my first degree in wildlife management at Sokoine University of Agriculture in Morogoro. I finished my first degree in 2001, and then I was posted again at TANAPA headquarters to be a personal assistant of the Director General, the post that I worked for the past 7 months, and then I was transferred to establish a new park in southern part of Tanzania, Kitulo National Park.
Yes.
So since 2001 until 2009, I worked in Kitulo. And then from there, I was temporarily also transferred to work in Ruaha National Park, where I worked almost 9 months. And then I went to pursue my master's in tourism development in Surrey University in the UK.
Yes.
So I completed my degree, my MSc in 2011 when I came back home, and then I was posted to be a chief park warden for Mikumi National Park, where I worked for 1 year until 2012. And then in January 2013, I was posted to be a new chief park warden for Serengeti National Park.
Serengeti National Park is without doubt the most famous of national parks in East Africa. I mean, some people might disagree, but it is the fact that the Serengeti is the most widely known and acknowledged national park which we have in the entire Eastern African region. How does that make you feel that you've been put in charge of a park on which the eyes of the world rest?
It was a difficult position for me. I know Serengeti as one of the famous national parks, as you put it correctly. And then I worked here in the past as a junior officer. Then it was okay because you are under boss, and then you work and you report to someone. But being a decision maker on behalf of the rest, then it was a challenge to me. But working in a challenging environment is quite good because you become innovative. And then in Serengeti, you have an opportunity to meet a lot of people. Some people who are very famous in the world, and also statesman people. They do regularly visit Serengeti National Park. Therefore, it's a nice place to work despite most of the challenges that are in Serengeti.
Let's talk a little bit about the challenges. What challenges, if you have to highlight two or three, what would you say are your most pressing challenges you have to deal with literally every day?
Serengeti National Park, being a famous national park and second largest national park in Tanzania, it has many challenges, but the topmost challenge is poaching, which it is all over the world and all over Africa. Poaching, especially both for trophy, that is elephants, and also for meat, that is most of the animals that are being poached are wildebeest. If I could concentrate on the poaching on trophy, especially elephants, we as Serengeti National Park and Tanzania National Parks in general, TANAPA, we have done a wonderful job in Serengeti National Park. In the past, Serengeti National Park was one of the parks that they had a population of elephants, but it was not iconic. It was not so more popular. But in 2006, the population was about 3,600. But the efforts that has been done by TANAPA and Serengeti National Park in particular, the population of elephants, it has grown to more than double. Last year's census, 2014, May and June, it was done a total count of elephant population for the entire ecosystem, including Masai Mara and our neighboring country in Kenya. So it was found that the number of elephants has grown in Serengeti to more than double to the number of 2006.
But carrying capacity is still available.
It is still, well, it is within carrying capacity. So it shows that the effort that we are doing in Serengeti, it is paying off. So despite all the challenges, there are two challenges now. We as a conservationists, we say our effort has been paid. We have done a wonderful job, including our supporters and the other collaborators like Frankfurt Zoological Societies. The population of elephants has increased. But again, we have also a drawback when you tell people that in Serengeti the population has increased, also the rest of the guys, the poachers, then they will know that this is the place to go. So we are working hard to make sure that we continue to maintain this population to increase more, even more. And the other challenges is particularly on the normal management of the park. As you said in the beginning of our talk, that tourism is one of the prime area of Serengeti. It's one of the prime destinations in Tanzania. So Serengeti National Park, with 14,763 square kilometers, we have a stretch of roads of about 1,700. So maintaining these roads up to the standard to make sure that they are accessible all year round, it is a challenge. Serengeti is one of the parks that generates some extra income to TANAPA. However, the rest of the parks, it doesn't generate much. So you find even some of the resources that are being generated, the revenue in Serengeti, are equally being distributed to maintain other parks. So you find that in terms of budget, somehow we get constrained to make sure we maintain and we engage in all activities up to a standard. So in terms of facility infrastructure maintenance, we needed some of road maintenance machine, and some that we have, they are very aged, they are very old, so that these are some of the challenges that we are facing to make sure that the Serengeti, if the tourists come, they get a good accessibility to many places that are being designated to be tourism attraction.
You mentioned road building equipment.
Yeah.
Who supports you? I know, we both know that the resources of the Tanzanian government are limited as far as that is concerned. Where do you look for support? You mentioned earlier on the Frankfurt Zoological Society. I want to come back later on to that because originally being German myself, there is of course a very close linkage. Where else do you look for support from conservation societies, from zoological societies, and maybe you tell us, what sort of equipment, what sort of direct monetary support or asset support